Morning traders, it's Chris from the daxtrader.co.uk and it's the 21st of February. The trading disclaimer applies and you can find that in the description below. Okay, so the rally continues on the DAX. Yesterday we found a new high and we took out the high from early February, and it looks like the high from December is pretty much the next target to aim for. So although the rally in the markets is continuing, the latest data out from the German economy is a little bit unpleasant. And so I have to kind of see how that's going to play out. But since Christmas Eve, when the markets have been trading pretty low, we've rallied quite significantly since then, and we've just got to ask the question of how much further is this likely to go. Momentum is strong, which suggests that the fundamentals are going pretty well. So we'll have a look and see how this is going to play out. Now, I've found a couple of things of interest on this particular chart. The first one is we're right in the middle of the two moving averages at the moment. We have also broken out above the upper median line parallel on this down-sloping fork line set here. But there's another thing as well that's interesting, and that is worth repeating, and that's this kind of structure here. Let's just try and see if I can replicate it. That sort of price action there. And the way that you can measure this is to use an action center reaction line set, where you draw a center line through the middle of what was going with price, looking from just this area to this area. And then you draw parallel lines of equal distance away from the center line, where you find the first one up there at action. And generally what you'll find is that price will come down to reach that reaction line, okay, which will be this one here. Okay, so it looks something like that. And we had something similar happening around here on the DAX. So for example, if we took the price action through this kind of line set here, let's say, and this was our action point up here, there's our reaction point down there, look. So it's pretty interesting for me to see that. And of course now we've gone and taken that all out. But that itself is worth looking to see whether or not now the rally that we're seeing here is kind of reaching a little bit of its conclusion in the short term, or certainly whether or not this 569 level is going to act as a further bit of resistance. So whilst we are in some very strong bullish momentum, the risk of a trap it definitely looms at the moment. Okay, so on the 60-minute chart, let's just do some tidying up here. I had an idea that maybe we were going to work out to this expanding pivot line set, and whilst that's still possible, it looks like it's run away from that idea. So I'll just remove and tidy things up. But this pivot down here could still be interesting. We tagged it a few days ago, and if we just draw a simple upsloping low-to-low trend line, that's going to be a barrier for now. We'll keep an eye out on that. But also this, we've got an impulse leg from this low up to here, and if we kind of duplicate that, you got to wonder if the swings are even or if they have some sort of pattern, if you like, some shared length in their swings, then perhaps we're actually starting to get towards the top of this swing. However, it's not unusual to see the swings slightly longer than previous. So the 60-minute chart is just really showing us at the moment that we've clearly broken above the 392 high. We're going to come back to test that level, it seems, now. We've broken above the median line as well. Not particularly with any strength. We've just kind of trickled over it. But we're looking to head back towards the center line on that, which would be this 392 level. So if people were looking to buy, that's probably one of the first obvious areas that will be on their plan. If we're going to have a look intraday in a little bit more detail, or over the last few days, should I say, then some retracement targets based on yesterday's profile, which is this, which is a relatively sort of plain profile. It's not particularly normal looking, but we've traded with a zoom wide range bar through the value area high, went into price discovery mode, looked to test for higher prices, were rejected, and we're now coming back to test the base of this ignition, which will likely come out to be around about the point of control at 406. which just happens to be close to that 392 we talked about just a moment ago. If we break below the point of control, then this higher volume area down here would be a nice place to catch price, or the value area low, but somewhere in that zone could be interesting. A break below that doesn't really necessarily mean anything significant, other than we're probably coming back to test this value area, this zone of volume, if you like, that was traded from the well, this would have been Friday's profile, that's Monday's, and that's Tuesday's profile. But you can see this zone where price was happy to do business in this area here. So likely it probably wants to come back to just test that zone, as some initiative buyers were in there already. Maybe they're still sat around there, so there's going to be a bit of a reaction, you'd imagine. So that would be that. As far as economic calendar goes, let's just go and see if I can load that up. Take a look and see what things might affect our auction today. Excuse me. And I'll just flip the chart over here. There we go. So just quickly checking down the dashboard, just a quick view on the cryptos as I do normally. Interesting stuff. So economic calendar, let's just have a look and see what's on today, and we'll just filter that out to the high impact stuff. So we've got the European and German numbers coming out. We've got German manufacturing PMI. Looks like it's actually just come out not that long ago, 15 minutes ago. It was worse than expected at 47.6, but not massively significant. That might be the catalyst for a bit of a pullback for today, so we'll see. ECB publishes account of monetary policy meeting. That'll be at 12:30 later. And we've got the core durable goods and some other bits and pieces with the crude inventories later as well. I've just got out of my crude trade. I was long at 53. I thought 54, I can't recall now, and was looking for 58. Didn't quite get there, but I got out with some decent profit. The earnings calendar for today, a few things coming out here, but it's really sort of mainly the UK ones that I'm interested in. But you've got HP, excuse me, in the US, got Kraft, and a few others to just be aware of. All right. Let's just go and take a look at the strategy as well. So for yesterday, I didn't particularly enjoy yesterday. I got chopped up quite a lot in this area here, which is normally an area I wouldn't trade, and I guess that's the reason why, but yesterday I decided to do so. And so I was looking at 8 o'clock from here. There was buy mode here, not a lot of buy signals. There was one over here, but it didn't particularly work out very well. And then flipped into sell mode. There were a couple of sell signals, but unfortunately, again, this area here was around about the area I got chopped up, and it moved against me. And I walked away at the point that it actually turned back into buy mode, and there was a really nice momentum runner, or a couple of momentum runners. So that's a shame. Bit of a kick in the teeth, but hey, you walk away for a reason, I guess. And the market does its thing. So the strategy worked quite well had you have taken the afternoon session, and there were a lot of opportunities on there. I've coded this, or a version of this, for MetaTrader 4 users, and I've posted that in the premium channel with the password. If you want access to that, then you'll need to be a member. And you can find out more about how to do that on the website. All right, guys, I hope that was useful for you. If you want to hear or see anything different, then leave a comment. You're very quietly watching the videos, but get involved. But apart from that, I hope you have a good day, and I'll catch up with you again tomorrow. All right, guys, take care.